pulled a free kick. He's pointing the wrong way, and the Demons will get the free kick here. Nice short chip inside.
Tell you what, Matt Castelbueno has been absolutely everywhere in this quarter. He's had an absolute cracker.
So he's gone back with purpose here. I think he's going to back himself. Or is he going to put it to the hot spot?
Definitely using the breeze straight to the top of the goal square. And Jeremy Coombe takes a beautiful grab right in front of goal. He'll be lining up for his third of the afternoon.
And the coach of the Lions, he won't be happy with that. It looked as though the Demons player Coombe was very much outnumbered. 3-on-1, and look at that, he's going to slot another one.
Just that little bit of anticipation reading the ball. Sort of the ball seemed to drop there, and he took an absolute beautiful chest mark, went back and converted. Just what he's got to do. So he's known as the janitor, just because spent a lot of time over the last few years just mopping up across half back.
Yes, so there we go. It's almost coming up to half-time, and it's the Wandsworth Demons who are just piled on the goals this second quarter.
Lachlan Robinson just absolutely dominating there. Bubba Ray Wright comes out to the left side of wing. There's that man, Matt Castelbueno again. Down the line, unfortunately, kicked it to his probably equal shortest man on the field, Rob Dillon. At least I got his name right this year, unfortunately. Last year, I made a bit of a cock up.
And there we have it, folks. This is the, if you're just joining us now, it's the Men's Social Division AFL London Grand Final, and it's a rematch of last year and where the Demons took it out in, well, half-time here at Clapham Common, and the Demons are up. I think they've got another goal. I think it's actually, is it 39 or is that 33? They kicked that one up.
39-0 at half-time here. North London are going to want to come out pretty hard in that third quarter. But they do call it the Premiership quarter. Definitely called that for a reason. So we'll be back in about 10 minutes or so to see the second half of the Men's Social AFL London Grand Final 2018 right down here on Clapham Common. And welcome back now to the start of the second half of the men's social grand final here. AFL London, Wandsworth Demons leading the North London Lions 34-0.
And it's been a pretty dominant, it was tight early, but a very dominant second quarter for the Demons, who piled on 4 of their 5 goals in that quarter and just looked to be running free. The Lions will have to play on at all costs here, I would have thought, and just go for it.
Absolutely, they've got to use this breeze that they've got behind them at the moment. There's a bit of a late hit there.
Yeah, very.
On the man with the face guard. That may have been the Super 3's captain, Terry Turtle Unit.
And I was about to say he hasn't moved, but it looks as though he's slowly coming to terms with what's just happened. Just
taking stock. He's gonna take the kick now from right dead smack bang in the middle of the ground. If he can take it himself, which he can't, he's had to go off.
And that's I think it might have been Horse that got knocked down there. He's comes from a long lineage of Melbourne Cup trainers. But yeah, he's gone off and not looking very well, so we wish him the best.
So can I ask how he gets the nickname Horse, or is that not quite early morning TV commentary?
Nah, just a horse racing background, horse racing in the family. So here we go now, and the Lions will look to try and respond to the dominance that's been the Demons today, and they've got the half-forward flank here.
Just got absolutely buried there. There's the Super 3's coach again, Bubba Ray Wright, just at the bottom of everything good today.
And very good contest there by the 2 ruckmen, and it's that Bresky trying to end up the ball. A lot of pushing off the ball there.
And no surprise that we see Brett Hall right at the forefront there, just getting...
and it's Kenny from the Lions, who I think saw that hit from before and just said, I didn't like that. I'm not going to let get away with that one. So this one to watch this space.
Absolutely. There's 2 blokes who I would not want to be in the middle of if they were having a disagreement. You know, the Social League Best and Fairest winner, Kenny from North London Lions, and very own resident, I'm not a plumber, Brett Hall.
So the Demons 34 to the Lions 0. Yeah, and the Lions will have to do anything they can do to try and get back into this contest. So here we go now, and it's Ollie swings it out wide with the handball, back to Foley. Tries to get back to Ollie under pressure, and he looks like he got one there, but no, play on.
Umpire thought that was in the side.
Yeah, looked like might have got him in the back, but that's all right. That's
footy. I tell you what, this is some hard footy. Everyone's just getting stuck in. Now this is, you know, we're pretty lucky to see the quality of footy these days in the men's social division. When I was first over here 7 years ago, we were sort of getting people's dads and granddads who were visiting them from Australia just to run out and sort of play. And it was yeah, very, very thin on the ground numbers. And these days we've probably got about 10 blokes, maybe even more, missing out today. So very, very sad day for them. But unfortunately, a few of us have been there in the past, and you've got to get around the boys and really enjoy it and get into the spirit and support the club, because it's the people that make the club.
Good smother there, and there's Lions around the footy. Foley gets wrapped up, but manages to squeeze it out to Benny Lutz. And it's Xavier, who looks like he's trying to touch. He just touched someone on the forehead there.
Just gave him a little bit of a tap to say hello.
He goes, I was in Big Brother, I'm better than you, he says. And Xavier, we don't think like that, mate.
No, well, Xavier Holland, the president of the Wandsworth Demons, he's done some amazing stuff, juggling his social life and then his nighttime job.
And that was actually the 2 presidents, Chris Dobson from the North London Lions, who will take offence to that, and he's a bit of a mongrel, so I wouldn't be surprised seeing him clip one a bit later. Great tackle from the Lions, and looked like it was play on, but no. It's called holding the ball there.
I think Zave was channeling his alter ego, Shano, from Bogan Bingo, which he sort of comes out every now and then, probably when he shouldn't. But he's got to focus on the field now. He's got a big job today.
So here we go. So it's a jam-packed day today, full of exciting games. We've got the Demons against the Shepherd's Bush Raiders coming up next, which is what's the men's conference division.
Which is sure to be an absolute cracker of a grand final, always is. The Shepherd's Bush Raiders, what is it, 15 out of 18 grand finals they've won. Something ridiculous like that.
Strong unit, and it's Jimmy Reds who try and get rid of it, can't get rid of it. Great tackle, manages to squeeze it out here, kicks it forward, and it's Foley who'll try and get on the end of it. Goes himself here,
And just misses to the left. Some good pressure there by Alistair Skelly.
Yeah, so that's the next game coming up. It's the Demons v the Shepherd Bush Rays, and after that, I think we got the My Girls, the North London Lions women's premiership team against the Wandsworth Demons again.
Bit of a grudge match, I'd say. The Lions women's premiership team knocked off the Wandsworth Demons in the first final, which meant the Demons had to play again last week. So the Lions will be well rested, and as you said, looking for their first ever AFL London Women's Premiership.
Yeah, they're very much looking forward to it. Obviously trying to keep their wits about them going into this contest, but very much going in very confident.
So North have managed to get on the scoreboard now with a couple of behinds. They're definitely having the run of the play here, using that breeze, using the flanks, and seem to be on top just at the moment. Well, there's a fair way for them to come back.
Yeah, that's right. And they've managed to get one there.
Not sure what happened, but that's a goal for the North London Lions. They are finally on the scoreboard through the big sticks.
I didn't see that one either. I blinked for one moment and all of a sudden the umpire had raised his two fingers, so it must have been a quick snap out from the pack, I would have thought.
I mean, if we're lucky, we might get the geniuses in the technical box to give us a bit of a replay on that one.
But you know what? That was well needed for the Lions. So, you know what? The 34 Demons to the Lions 7. If they can get a couple of other goals here, there might be game on going into the last.
Game's definitely not over, that's for sure. There's Brett Hall pumping it forward towards John Dillon. One of two Dillon brothers playing today. Matt Casabueno out the back, gets it down to Ray Wright, who was hit quite heavily after he kicked the ball there. And as you can hear the commentary from the crowd getting stuck into Bubba Wright.
And I don't know where we're picking up that commentary from.
But it sounded like David Lumley, who was manning the team board today, the whiteboard, coaching on the boundary line. A club stalwart, absolute legend of the Wandsworth Demons.
That just goes to show the production we're putting on down. We've got cameras and mics everywhere.
You got to be careful what you're saying on the boundary line. You never know what's going to be picked up.
So Chrissy Ray have a good fist.
And
absolutely poleaxe there. That's holding the ball, and Pritchard will say, "I'll take the ball," and I'm going to launch it back out of the defence.
If that doesn't pump up the North London Lions, then nothing will.
That gave me white line fever. I was placid as a put down dog to that. That was exciting stuff.
Oh.
You won't see a hit much bigger than that.
No, Casa went for the don't argue, and unfortunately, didn't come off.
But he got up. Tell you what, he got up and didn't flinch.
He's a tough man, Matt Casabueno.
That's great footy. So here we go now. The Lions won't want to let one slip here, and don't know how he got rid of it. Play on. Got the mark. Benny Lutz swings onto the right. Tries to take him on.
That would be holding the ball all day long, son. Umpire's called play on for some reason. He signalled holding the ball. Not sure how that one will be. Massive tackle. And that is the great man, the reigning best on ground from last year's AFL Grand Final, Lachlan Robinson.
Yeah, and he's taken Manny down there for the North London Lions. Won't be happy with that. Had to get rid of it a bit quicker, and obviously a lack of voice or protection there for the big man.
Yeah, maybe thought he could have just ran away with it there, but Lockie was on his way to the boundary, just wrapped the big arms around him and said, "Mate, you're not going anywhere."
But here we go. Out to the wing, outside wing. Bit of a contest, and oof, good roving there. Just a quick kick out, but no one there. Snowy with the face mask. He was going to look to reload there onto the trusty left.
Brescia Assassin, you'll be guilty! Gets up there. There's still life in those old legs.
And the crowd liked that one. Geez, that looked good from the camera and on live. And reminiscent of Liam Jarrah at the Amy Stadium back many years ago. So here we go. Pritchie's got a bit of space here. Goes long, and geez, he's going to have to work to try and get that. Gordo just uses his body.
It was all arms and legs there on the half-back flank.
All arms and legs and no balls. No. Within sight. So here we go now.
There's nudge. Classic nudge. Just a little dinky up the line.
Just a bit too easy there for the Demons coming out.
How has Mark Briscasson not got someone on him all day long? He's absolutely killing it out there today.
No, I tend to agree with you. In that first half, that first quarter, I thought he started to get on top, and he's just out in a panic. He must be, doesn't look like the fittest operators, but geez, he's moving all right.
As I said, he's one of the veterans of the Wandsworth Demons, but he just knows how to get ball, and that's the Super Three's philosophy. Get ball, kick goals, seek froths.
Yeah, so here we go. So it's really a battle of the engine rooms, I would have thought, in this game. Obviously the Demons are on top in that second quarter where they piled on those 4 goals, but I think a bit more of an arm wrestle in. Here we go, as I say, that Buddha, who we need a lift from, gets the clearance.
There's just Wandsworth Demons everywhere. That's the captain, Terry Unit, mopping up beautifully. A little bit of candy sold on the halfback flank.
But he's not going to get away with it. He gets a quick kick out. And Foley goes, I'm going to try and keep it in here, but no, it's out of bounds.
Bounce line throw in right here in front of the commentary box.
Yeah, and it looks as though the Demons have extras back. I don't know if it's the Lions playing more through the midfield, but I would have thought you need even numbers just to get some more goals on the board.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to kick goals if you haven't got anyone sitting across your half-forward flank.
Right. So I'm liking this. The action is real close to us. They can hear us here in the commentary box, and they're enjoying it. Every man wants a piece of the action.
So as we saw then, one of the stars of last year, the Aubergine, Josh Book walking in front of the cameras.
Big tackle, crunching tackle. And
Terry Unit
Jimmy
absolutely nails him and gives him one to go on with.
And look at that, another big tackle. Geez, we're seeing a bit of action here today, aren't we?
Well, it's all happening here down at Clapham Common today for the 2018 AFL London Grand Final. The Wandsworth Demons leading the North London Lions 34-8, starting the day off very strongly with three other teams to come after them.
It's a tough way back for the Lions here in the third quarter, but I just think if they can get that next goal and build the confidence up going to last, who knows what could happen in this grand final.
Anything can happen, mate.
He's got time in. Pritchie will look to just hit the man in the lead as B-Rad, who's charging out, collects the ball now cleanly, swings on the left. Where's that one going to go? Bounces.
And touch through the line.
Just touch on the line there. That was great play from B-Rad, charging out a full forward. The ball didn't hit him on the full, but he collected it, swung on the right, and unlucky not to finish there.
Ball did a classic Shane Warne, just a massive leg break there. Went over the top of the Lions full forward, and Webby from the Wandsworth Demons.
So here we go. The Demons looking to punch it out of the defensive 50. So we should mention as well, I don't think we got around to it, the action got too heavy. You might have seen that big hit from Pritchie, but the main event today is obviously the men's premiership division coming on a bit later today for us joining, and that will be the Wandsworth Demons up against the West London Wildcats, and that should be a ripping encounter.
Always is. Wandsworth Demons, the reigning premiers, had a massive win last year in a very, very tightly contested game. And this year, the West London Wildcats, the old enemy, will be up against it, and looking forward to an absolute cracking game of footy. There's the talent here. It's definitely the biggest game outside of Australia, without a shadow of doubt. Absolutely.
You'll see some of the guys probably on the outer sideline, or some of them starting to rock up. Probably Denzel rock up with his only bloke will rock up with his shirt off and headphones in. I don't know what his plan is. But
who knows what the fuck Denzel will do, but he's out of the country at the moment. Thank God, because we've only got room for one bloke with his shirt off, and that'll probably be Josh Walker today. He doesn't mind getting the shirt off whenever he can. Yeah,
see, Josh Walker, what a man.
What a man. I took him out for a man date last night. It's his time in London's coming to the end, so spent a bit of quality time with the great man.
And how many times did he play a riptide on that occasion?
We're in a beautiful hotel bar, and he actually asked if he could play it on the speakers, but we put a riptide ban on until they win a flag, so we might get it 4 times tonight for the Wandsworth Demons.
One more, they always say. One more. All right, here we go. Back the action is obviously heating up here. It's the Demons 34 to Lions 9, and lots of bodies on the footy now. It's a real crux point in the game.
So just got a bit of a text then from sort of one of the spiritual leaders of the Super Threes, Dickie Benson, a man you know very well. Dickie's just over there in Rotterdam or Amsterdam or wherever the hell he is, just loving life and absolutely killing it. We definitely miss him around the footy club.
So for all those joining us worldwide, if I can spit it out. It is the Demons 34 to the Lions 9, and the Demons kicked the only one goal in the first quarter. It was a bit of an arm wrestle, but then the Demons happened to pile on 4 unanswered goals in that second. So obviously looks a bit one-sided on the scoreboard, but just that one quarter that really let the Lions down at this stage.
It was some great work in the middle there by Matt Castelbueno, Mark Brescassin, the Italian mafia there in the middle of the ground. Some great ruck work by Lachlan Robinson, and Jeremy Coombe kicked 3 goals. As that signals the end of the third quarter, and the Wandsworth Demons 34, North London Lions 9. And we're back here at the start of the last quarter of the AFL London 2018 Men's Social Grand Final, which sees the Wandsworth Demons leading the North London Lions. If we get a check on the score.
Yeah, I think it is 35 to 7 behinds. So, no, 35 to 9, shall I say.
That was a rousing